Here we are again. Struggling over there? I can't fucking believe it.
It's not me. Hey, Catalyst crew.
I'm fucking cursed.
Welcome to Catalyst Corner, episode 35. Second episode of season 2. We're back at it again.
Oh, yeah.
We never left.
Yeah, no, it's been a constant thing.
But, you know, the way we structure this, we kind of...
Yeah.
You know, we'll do seasons, we'll run through the year. That'll be a season. I think that'll
Works
be
for
nice
us.
and neat.
Yeah.
It's Friday, so we've got Partially Proficient on
Here I
with
am,
us, and,
once again.
Yeah, let's get into it. How you doing, Paul?
You know, I'm doing all right recently.
Good.
New year.
Yeah.
Had a good holiday season.
Good.
A lot of time with the family, some
Yeah.
good presents. Unlike you.
Yeah, no,
You're alone.
Yeah, no. It's difficult to buy gifts for me because, again, you know, I was into statues for a long time, and
Right.
I learned how to make them, so...
Yeah, you can't appreciate something when you know how the sausage is made.
That's not entirely true. Like, I can look at like a Prime 1 statue or something like that, you know. Like
It just
the
has to be
gods of it. Yeah.
It has to be outside your own ability.
Right.
Then it's cool again.
Right. Which is tricky because, like, as I get better at shit, like...
Yeah. Everything's going to be a failure for you soon. Yeah.
Right. Not every... That's ambitious, but it just becomes
Sure.
more difficult because it's like, I feel like if I can make it and I don't, then I don't want it.
Yeah, you just don't want it enough. If
Right.
you wanted it enough,
I
you just make it for yourself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it happens.
It's been, that aside,
Sure.
busy holiday season. Oh,
A lot of interesting stuff has come out recently and happened.
yeah.
I love it. We're rolling into the new year, and there's just already so much interesting stuff.
Yeah, I just assume it's... I was thinking about this right before we get into the meat of the episode. Are we just used to the insanity now?
Like, to an extent, yeah.
Because, like, it doesn't feel like it's gotten any saner.
No.
It's just gotten crazier and crazier. But, like,
No,
my
yeah.
reaction has been like, that tracks.
Exactly. I don't feel like I have a big reaction to a lot of stuff nowadays.
Yeah. I don't think
Okay.
anyone does.
Now, to get to a specific example,
Yeah.
and it's one that I think we both want to talk about.
Sure.
Andrew Tate jailed over a pizza box.
Listen, the Matrix attacked him.
Yeah, it was, the bots. They got him.
Dude, that's the best thing about it to me is as he's being led away,
Yeah.
they're filming it, and he takes that time.
Yeah, the bots got me.
The Matrix has attacked. And his brother, who seems like more of a human than him, he's still a piece of shit. He just seems
Sure.
more of a human.
Did you watch his actual arrest video or no?
Yeah, I caught some of it.
See, I didn't watch it. I've been meaning to.
It's insane.
As good as I want it to be.
It's not. No one like beats him up or anything. They cuff him
Well,
and they're taking him away.
yeah.
But they're filming him as they're walking out of the house or whatever. And yeah, he literally says the Matrix has attacked me.
He's out of his mind.
Yeah, he's a lunatic, and you can see Tristan because he got arrested too. Tristan is
Right.
his brother. He has this look on his face of like, I fucking knew this was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just
For people who don't know, for those who are listening who don't know what went on with his whole situation,
Sure.
he got on a Twitter battle with Greta Thunberg.
Yeah. Well, that's how it started.
Right. Well, you know that it became the video they was caught over was a response to her.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
She's saving the environment and taking down grifters.
Yeah. So, I can't believe you didn't know that part.
I didn't know that part.
So, yeah, he made some dumbass tweet about, oh, hey, look at my expensive cars, Greta. Look at, if you want to know how much their emissions do per year,
right, how much
I can send you, like, a document.
Right.
And she gives him a pretty witty reply back. You know.
She's pretty intelligent.
Yeah, something, basically, here's my email, don't bother
something
me
about
at small dick energy.
Yeah. Very funny.
Whatever. And so he got so mad about it, he was making a full-form video about to respond to her. And it is...
My dude has too much time on his hands.
Yeah, it's really bad. I've watched that, and it's basically him just being like, I don't get the joke. You're saying you have small dick energy?
Right, like he thought it would be clever because it's her email address.
Right. The clever bit is, I don't get the joke, so haha, you made fun of yourself.
Right.
And
like,
in that video...
maybe the worst response you could have.
Yeah, really bad. In that video, he gets a pizza.
Yeah.
And it's a Romanian chain of pizza restaurants.
And they're able to find him at that point.
Apparently,
right.
he was wanted for human trafficking, and the Romanian authorities
But,
just needed to know that he was there.
Is anybody surprised that
No.
that's what it is?
Right, because of the kind of person he is. Women aren't people. That's his whole platform.
Right. So naturally, he's just trading in goods at this point.
Right. Why would he see it as anything wrong? He's already dehumanized him.
So I've kind of watched it. I've watched the Tate saga kind of from afar, you know.
Yeah, I have as well, but it's just really fun.
But his brother always struck me as like still a piece of shit, but he's just going along with the grift.
Well, yeah, he's just pulled along by the more charismatic brother, the more successful one.
He almost seemed like he had a conscience. Right?
Really?
To a point. Like, I don't want to fucking do this. Why are you always making me do this fucking shit? That's generally what he says in every video I've seen him in.
Interesting.
I'm not an apologist for him because he, you know...
Still did the shit he did.
Especially if it's human trafficking. Right. Fuck you. Go rot in a Ukrainian prison.
Right. You know what's really funny, though?
Romanian
is in his
prison.
little response video they did to Greta, when he gets the pizza, he said, he's like, hey, bring me that pizza. And then he's like, yeah, we're not going to recycle this box, by the way. And after everything came out and he got arrested and all that, Greta made a response that was just basically, this is why you should always recycle your pizza boxes.
Oh, my God, dude.
I love it.
That's like... kicking him when he's down.
Oh, it's so good. Obviously I appreciate her for. She's doing good work. She's trying to bring awareness. I like her so much more now.
She's a savage.
Because I was like, that's fantastic. Yeah, she just attacked. Yeah, she beat him.
Huge fan.
Beat him not only, like, as being a person, but, like, in being funny. She was funny in everything she tweeted.
Like, the best part is...
It was witty. I liked it.
She's not the bigger person.
She's engaging with him.
That's what I love about it. It's like she's trying to save the world. She's trying to be a good person, but fuck around and find out.
Yeah, she'll engage and she'll still win. Yeah.
And she wins.
Greta, great job. Oh, good for you.
The hero we need.
Yeah, love it. Love that whole thing for you.
It's fantastic. It's a good way to start it off.
Great start to my year.
That's the thing is I'm so glad that it just feels like over the last, year, especially, there's just been so much grifting.
Well, there's been like this wave of like these influencers being outed for what they really are. You had Liver King with his whole thing that came out with the steroid use.
Did you see the video? Like, I switched sides on the Liver King thing when he released the apology.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the best apologies it's done. Now, it doesn't fully exonerate him from his guilt.
Put a video out where he was going to sit at a restaurant and he goes, hi, table for two, I'm Liver King and I do use steroids. And I was like, dude, you understand you fucked up though, right?
So did you just see his whole original response on it?
Yeah, the original response was good.
Yeah, I thought that was a good...
But then I'm like, or maybe it's good to make the joke.
Yeah, I think he's just being self-deprecating at this point.
Right. I guess, you know what? Maybe I'm still on board with him.
I don't know whether I fully get down with him because he made a lot of money telling people, yeah, you'll get like this by buying my product.
But we said that in our episode on him, is that the whole thing is that if you just come out and say, like, look, I use $12,000 worth of steroids, like you won't,
a month,
you're not going to get this body. But my supplements will help you to achieve a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
That's a different...
And it seems like maybe that's what he's pivoted into. So
maybe, over time it can become a healthy thing.
As far as the shitty influencers go, he's definitely the least guilty in my mind.
I agree.
He sold a product. It's still an okay product.
A lot of it, and we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the episode.
Right.
A lot of it is that to be an influencer, right? It's 90% charisma.
Yes, 95% charisma.
Sure, but you can't like the bards can't run the show.
No, you can't be fully on charisma and still be like, okay.
Right, you have a 0 in intelligence and a 10
I won't say that
charisma.
none of them are intelligent. There's plenty of intelligent, like, influential people, but for the most part, that's an exception.
But what I'm saying is that the ones that are grifting and getting caught and coming out, and the ones that are smart aren't getting caught.
Right.
But the ones that are just pure charisma, right? They're getting all this money.
Right, and they're getting stupid.
And then they're getting into real opportunities that require intelligence.
Right,
and they don't have any, but our society has convinced us that if you have money...
If you have an audience, if you have money, you must
be good at everything.
Right, you're this capable person.
Right, and you're not. And what's happening is we're seeing this sort of shit, right? We saw it with J.D. Amber Heard. We saw it, right? Like, she's pretty. She's gotten by on her looks. Mm-hmm. She tried to take JD down. And then finally, when we got her on a camera and she was required to act, she couldn't do it.
Right.
We saw it with Alex Jones.
Yep.
Right. That's what I'm saying is, like, these grifters that are pure charisma and low intelligence score are getting their comeuppance. Because don't
play smart.
Right.
Stick to what you know.
Right.
Don't try to be this intelligent person.
Just be the bard. Just get on, play your song, and
dance for the crowd.
Right. Dance monkey.
Don't try to be that guy. Yeah.
But they are.
Yeah.
Because I think they smell their own farts.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Eventually, a lot of them buy into their own hype. They believe their own myth.
Right. You know? I mean, how could I have made all this money if I wasn't a genius?
I must be so smart.
I'm smarter than everyone.
Look at me.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's good that Tate is.
I love it.
He's gone.
I think he's back out on bail.
Did he bail out?
I think, I don't think they were holding him, but
I think we'll see less of him at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot more.
Even Liver King has kind of fallen off a bit.
Yeah, to an extent. You know who's another one who? Oh my God, I've been so deep, elbow deep in this saga.
This is the meat of the episode right here.
The Logan Paul Cryptozoo Scandal.
Yeah, before we get into it, this does not sound real.
No, it's like a movie script with how ridiculous and scummy it is.
It's not a great movie script. Like, you'd see it and you'd be like, yeah, it's like a 60.
Yeah. And you know what? Before I go any further with it, shout out to Cryptozoo. I watched all his videos on it.
You did not watch Cryptozoo. You watched Coffeezilla.
Coffeezilla. Wow, Cryptozoo. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Yeah. Cryptozoo's the bad thing.
Cryptozoo is the bad.
You know what? Coffeezilla, listen.
Hey.
Coffeezilla and Andrew Callahan.
Yeah.
Maybe the journalists of our generation.
I agree with you. They're good.
They're great.
I love them. They care about
Shout out to Channel 5. Shout out to Coffeezilla.
Yeah, shout out to those boys. Shout out to Coffeezilla, not Cryptozoo. Don't shout out to Cryptozoo.
Negative points to Cryptozoo. No, if you guys haven't checked out Coffeezilla, though, I mean, you're talking about in-depth investigation. He's the whole reason Sam Bankman-Fried got caught.
Yeah. Right. The guy's doing incredible work.
Yeah, and if you want, listen, even though it's framed as comedy with Channel 5,
right,
when the riots happened and he was boots on the fucking ground talking to people,
he was the only guy.
That was the best journalism I've ever seen in my life.
He went into the thick of it. He was going to stores as they're being looted.
You're talking to people.
Right. Buildings on fire.
Yes,
and
it was incredible.
Yeah. Amazing guys. They give a shit.
So, like, if you don't know these guys and you tune into our cast and you're looking for more stuff, check them out. Because
Andrew Callahan, his channel's Channel 5.
Channel 5 on YouTube, and then Coffeezilla is Coffeezilla.
Right. And I believe he has a Patreon as well, Channel 5.
Does he?
Yeah, amazing guys. They're really,
they do
really,
a
really
fantastic
good.
Job. So,
to get back to what we were talking
let's
about,
talk
Logan
about the
Paul.
meat now.
So him and his guys.
Now, hold on, back it up. Logan Paul came out of early YouTube.
Right.
He basically showed up on the scene, good looking kid when he was young, whatever.
Sure.
And a lot of his videos were just, was screaming and being wild and pulling pranks and blowing shit up. And
Well, I would call him like middle ages of YouTube. Old YouTube's a while back now, but.
Right. It was probably, what would you say, like 2010s?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. So 2010s, he shows up. And, his brother, too, Jake.
Right.
They show up and, they're getting millions of followers and they're amassing
well,
this
I think they were originally Vine guys.
They started on Vine?
Yeah, Vine, and then Vine went down and they needed the new home. They moved to YouTube.
And
they gained more notoriety.
Right. And, they were terrors. Like you saw news reports and the neighbors are just like, it doesn't stop.
These people suck. Yeah.
Right. We want them out of the neighborhood.
Right.
And so they're like kind of the original. When people think of like negative,
these
influencers,
shitty partier, like young rich asshole influencers.
It's definitely them.
Yes.
And then obviously Logan had a notch taken out when he went to Japan
and decided to film a dead body. Yeah.
And make jokes about it.
Right.
In the suicide forest.
Wearing a Toy Story little alien hat.
Yeah, it was awful.
Unbelievable.
Because it's like, people go and do videos there all the time.
Sure.
But they show reverence and respect for what it symbolizes and what it is.
Right.
You don't go there and bring your party boy energy.
No, that's disrespectful, but I don't think he's a respectful person.
No, but he pretended that he grew from that experience.
Oh, yeah, he's a new man. He's not going to be that way anymore.
Right.
That whole thing.
Well, so now that catches you up to date with our boy LP.
Yeah. So, he gathers a little crew, and they decide they're going to make a project called Cryptozoo. And what Cryptozoo is going to be is it's going to be a game where you can passively get a cryptocurrency called Zoo Coin.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be this fun game. You're going to make money playing it. What's the downside?
Well, I mean, every time anytime someone says passive income, sign me up.
Yeah, I want passive income.
Yeah, me too.
I want to be paid for playing games.
I want to be paid for doing nothing.
Yeah, that's the dream. So that's what they're trying to sell.
Right.
So we got all these players. We got Logan Paul.
Yep.
We got his manager, Jeff.
No surprise there. You figured they're in bed together anyway, so.
We have Eddie, what was his last name?
Ibanez,
yep, thank you. We have Eddie Ibanez, and we have the Crypto King. These are
formerly the Pokemon expert.
Yeah, collectible guru or whatever he called himself.
Right. That grift died.
Yeah, that grift died. Crypto's the big thing. He hopped on that.
Right.
Because, that's what all these people do.
Right, they hop from grift to grift.
And their whole thing is they're going to make this platform.
Right.
They're going to launch the coin ahead of the platform, ahead of any announcements, buy up the majority stock of it.
Stealth launch.
Right, stealth launch it.
Because you can't do a pre-sale, because technically that's illegal.
Right, yeah, there's some SEC regulations too.
Right, like you can only buy certain amounts if you're a founder, and there's a whole set of hoops.
So their whole thing was they were going to pre-launch it. They were going to launch it without telling anyone.
Right, and just buy up
the
all
liquidity
the coins.
pool. Yeah. And this is immediately when they start to eat each other.
It's funny to me because it's like from the outside looking in, right? It's like, oh, you put a bunch of vipers in a viper pit, and now they're eating each other. Who would have guessed?
Right, absolute like savages.
But it's just like, yeah, and the color blue is the sky.
Yeah, no honor amongst thieves.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Those aren't even thieves. Those are grifters.
I know. So, immediately, they're having their thing.
Yeah.
Crypto King buys up more than the agreed upon amount. He's like shady buying behind all their backs to get
like
more of it.
Multiple wallets, and he's trying to be slick about it.
Moving tokens where they don't want them. He damages their market cap. They're all getting mad about it.
Right.
Whatever.
What did it go from, like 120 million to like
130? Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But regardless, basically what moves for all these people, all of them are scamming each other. Eddie Ibanez, this guy who claims to be like an MIT grad, worked for the government, worked for the NFL, did all this cool, amazing stuff. Their head developer is nobody. He never did any of that.
Yeah, so he makes me the angriest, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's
because
a full pretender.
Yeah, he claimed himself a creator.
Right.
Like, that's where it hits me, is he claimed that he could create, and it just turns out that he's...
Oh, there's nothing to it.
No, he's a bard.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not shitting on bards. They were great bards.
Right.
But these are not great bards.
No, stick to what you know. Don't pretend to be a fucking wizard when you're a bard.
You know, he's like, yeah, I can fucking cast magic spells.
Yeah. He can't.
No, he can't do anything except for charisma.
Right. Right.
And
so,
we both know guys I'm sure everybody that listens knows guys like that.
Right.
You know?
Guys who get people, like guys and girls, who can get people on their side.
Right. They're on their side. Maybe they can make connections with the people that are actually doing shit.
Everyone knows someone who's in a job they're not qualified for.
Right.
And that's this guy. But on the highest level.
Right. Like, he's lied his way to the fucking upper echelons of society.
Right. Right. And so he does all this shit. This guy, he's not qualified. They're like head developer. He's not paying the actual like
developers
who are paying the game. Yeah.
No, he's just taking the money that they're allotting and keeping
They're
it.
supposed to be paid like
Allegedly.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Right. And so again, going by CoffeeZilla, this guy contacts like the developers, the head developer, all that, and they never got paid. They actually took the source code for the Cryptozoo, left the country,
fled to Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Right. And they like ransom it back. I don't know if they ever actually ended up getting paid even after all that.
It's just, he fled to Zurich. Like, what? All right, James.
Right.
It's just insane to me.
Right. And all this, to summarize, because if you want to know the whole story, you should watch
it's
the
a three-parter.
CoffeeZilla.
It's worth a watch.
Right. It's amazing. Logan Paul made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
One way or another, whether he's still holding the coin or not, he made millions of dollars.
Now, he didn't sell.
Investors have lost
He didn't sell,
millions
and
and
neither
millions.
did his business partner, though.
Or his manager, Jeff.
Yeah. They didn't sell. So they didn't grift on that side of it.
No, but they were paid out for like the Ethereum purchases on
They
it and
grifted
everything.
on the other side of it.
Right. And they still hold a massive amount of the token.
So what's bizarre to me is that anyone can think that they're a victim.
No, they got paid. Yeah, they're
right.
not
It's
victims.
like, no. You guys are the like. It doesn't matter who's the king bad guy.
Right. Who's the most guilty is kind of irrelevant.
Oh, yeah,
they're all guilty.
Yeah, we all murdered people, but
who stabbed him first?
Right. Well, Teddy over there also is a cannibal. You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, all right, like, great.
Right. Eddie Ibanez, not qualified, grifted the other guys, got to the head of a project.
Right.
Crypto King sold early on the project, made, allegedly up
Upwards
to
of $6 million.
$6 million,
yeah.
right? And crashed the price of the coin.
Right.
Logan and his manager, Jeff, were paid out in Ethereum. They never delivered a game that worked.
Right. Logan is he's like, I don't know why I'm coming under fire. It's like you used your platform to grift. Like you had you never had any intention of building a game. That's the thing, is that it was
always about the money.
It's always that, right? Is all these fuckers just care, like, oh, let's just do shit, like, even with the shit that we're doing, right?
Right.
I look at people that are kind of in the same line of work and stuff, and they're like, you got to follow trends. I'm like, fuck no. I'm not here to make millions of dollars. I want to make the shit that the people that are into our stuff like.
Right.
And if it's good enough, then the money comes.
Right. That will be
money's a byproduct, not the reason.
Right. Yeah, we're just doing this because we enjoy this,
Right. And it would be nice to keep my lights on, so
Yeah. I already live in the dark. It's fine.
No, I know, but it's cold.
Yeah. My son eats nothing but ramen noodles. Please buy something.
I'm eating cat food.
Yeah, but is it like Fancy Feast?
Yeah. So,
it's high class cat food.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is that a lot of these grifters, a lot of these influences are getting their comeuppance because
finally
you're wading in the deep end now.
Right.
Doing a crypto scam is not the same as getting on YouTube and being like, "Give me your money,
buy my shirts."
Right. Right. But buy my shirts.
Yeah, buy our shirts.
Yeah. But, oh my God.
Wow, you just ripped the whole
Logan Paul makes me upset.
ripped the whole mic arm up.
Yeah.
No, it's back now.
Buy
All
my shirts though. But my shirt isn't a
if you
a Catalyst shirt. We do art.
Right. If you buy the shirts, we won't do a crypto scam. If you don't buy the shirts, no guarantees.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're not influencers.
No, and I make no I have no delusions that I'm clever enough to scam crypto. Fuck.
Yeah, I just don't want to be that guy.
No, you're not that guy.
Yeah. According to Logan, he is that guy.
I am. And it's so cringe. Dude, the
what did he
text is
post?
so cringe. Yeah, cute arms of the angels or whatever. It's just the cringiest fucking...
Oh my God, they're ridiculous,
yeah,
dude.
they are cringe lords.
Yeah, they don't see themselves,
Like
I
the
don't
Crypto
think.
King looks like a fucking shitty version of the dude from Hitman.
Oh, yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he? There's no self-awareness in that whole group, is
He's
there?
like, I'm a victim. I just netted $6 million on the
But
suffering of
really,
others.
if you look at it, I got scammed too. Yeah.
It's fantastic, dude.
Yeah, they're insane. It makes me mad.
So let's talk a little bit more about some shit that's going on kind of in our industry and then also in, the general internet as a whole.
Sure. So, here's honestly something I don't have many strong opinions on. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
I've seen recently, and by recently, maybe in the last month or so, there's a big backlash on, like, AI making art.
Yeah. Yeah, people are very against it.
And, I mean, I can see where they're coming from. Obviously, artists have never been the most well-paid industry. It's like
teaching.
Only the best artists make any sort of money, and everyone else is barely getting by, if at all.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. And so there's just like this.
Right, because, I mean, the AI is basically stealing the talent to learn how to produce the art.
Right,
That's the main crux of the issue.
And I've seen, you can see where they're taking, pre-existing art, pre-existing ideas.
Right.
And they're just incorporating that into what they do. And that's,
So I've tested it out because I was curious. Again, we have the store. We sell T-shirts and art prints and stickers and all sorts of shit that is traditional art. Mm-hmm. So when this came about, I was curious because the way that I view it, this is not how it's being used.
Right.
But the way that I view it is, I'm like, oh, here's another tool in my toolbox.
Right.
I have never taken an AI prompt and then it spits it out at me and then you just put it up and been like, all right, people buy this.
Yeah.
What I have done is put a prompt in and have it spit something out at me and go, oh yeah, that's perfect. And then I'll go and make something based on kind of the blueprint that it's drawn up for me. But I don't utilize the asset.
I think a lot of people are mad because maybe not you personally. I know you like to make everything yourself, but there are people who would say they're making shirts and they need designs. They would either pay artists for those designs.
Right.
And now they're not. They're just going,
well, why would you, right?
Right. Let me just plug it into the machine and it will churn something out for me.
Right. And it's not perfect. That's the thing, is it's not perfect. It's good. It's very good.
It's getting better every day,
right.
Which is the scam. Obviously, AI learning, you know?
And it will get to a point where I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference.
Right.
But here's the thing, is that I'm never going to do that.
Right.
As a manufacturer and an artist, I'm not trying to steal. Like, if it's not my artwork and it's someone else's, they're getting a cut.
Right. It's the people who are working with you.
Right.
Obviously, the people I know, we have Soli Estetti who makes some of the art for you.
Yep, she does some of the stickers and the art prints and stuff. We got Jim of 0123 does some art prints, and then Kim Diaz Home up over in Norway.
Right. And me, who doesn't do any of it.
No, you do nothing.
Right. I come on here and I talk garbage and paint little models at home.
I know, but you're just so damn pretty.
I know. God, if only the audience could see me.
It's difficult because, like, I think I look at the Dolly 2s and all that kind of shit as, another tool, just like Adobe is a tool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Adobe allows me to do my art digitally, and like, would my pen strokes be as smooth on a canvas? No.
Right.
But it fixes it. So like, you got to kind of figure out where the line is for you. And for me, I think marketing AI art as your own art is disingenuous.
Right.
And I think that, I think it's a unique perspective for us because we're actually making and selling art.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me because I'm not going to use it for evil.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand like someone that is maybe just an artist.
Right. That's their whole livelihood.
Right. And that's not saying just an artist, just saying like, their whole thing is that they produce the art. That's it. No products except for the art. Saying, hey, like this is going to, kill my art.
Right. People who are up and coming, who don't have audiences yet, who don't have that established following, now they're competing against the, do I commission a person or the robot does it?
Well, so let me give you an example of how it has impacted me negatively.
Right.
So I followed this guy on Instagram because I liked his artwork. He does concept art for video game companies and stuff. I'm not going to say his name because it's a negative experience. And I try to post every day.
I know, yeah.
And it's a lot, dude.
Yeah, new products on the store every day. You're a psychopath.
Right. It's no I'm dialing it back.
All this outside of the day job, yeah.
I'm dialing it back because it's too much.
Right.
It's too much. So this guy would post more than me every day. Just these fucking like intensely detailed drawings, right?
That's crazy.
And I'm going like, how? Because like I don't consider myself, even intermediate, really.
Sure.
And I'm looking at this guy going like, I know how much time even a master would take to throw something like this together.
Right.
How are you doing 10 of these a day?
How do you get this sort of quantity out?
And so it's disheartening to me because I'm just like, well, I'll never be able to do that. It's inhuman. And then I find out
it's inhuman.
It is.
Right.
So he's using AI. So it's like, oh, so you're good at Googling.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You can Google the right prompt.
Strong,
you know how to enter the prompt to get the image. So I unfollowed him because I was like, you know what? I don't fucking need... First of all, I was only feeling bad because of how intricate and detailed it was. The art wasn't particularly amazing or anything.
Right.
And it's just like, all right, dude, like, whatever. That's what you're going to do? You're going to post 10 fucking things a day?
Yeah, some garbage that was drawn up by a machine.
Right.
Because, like, here's the thing.
And he's flooding the fucking feed.
If we've got this sort of, like, ability with AI where we can teach it how to do things to this level, right?
Yeah.
Why are we focusing it on art and creativity rather than industry? Let's make the tech field better rather than...
Well, because what'll happen is this is where they're going to start here, and then it'll just evolve. It'll probably be everything, right? I mean, journalists don't even have to write their articles anymore.
Oh, yeah, a lot of that gets written by computers. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane that...
It doesn't breed for a better environment, though.
And the fact that we're taking away creativity first.
Right.
That's the thing that should be the most human. We should be using AI to make work easier. That way people can pursue art. They can pursue writing. They can, all these artistic endeavors should be human.
That has never been the mentality with technology. Like when computers came around, the whole idea was, well, you can get your work done in 1 hour instead of 8.
Right.
And then
obviously,
what happened was these corporals said, well, you got to work 8 times harder then.
Right. I know. Yeah, that's a symptom of us being American, though, too, is that,
well, I
we
think
get
a
screwed
lot of
capitalistic environment.
I think capitalistic at all.
Right.
The FBI is going to break my fucking door down and just be like, all right, comrade, come with us.
Not my door, though. Fuck you.
No, you're a goddamn war hero.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Save this country.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot of
we can get into the weeds
it's
with that
a lot of heaviness. But I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. You know, partially because it's not our own. The art isn't really the revenue stream for us.
Right.
And I've used it, and it's okay. And it you know, it allows me to.
Hey, any art that you use that isn't your own, you paid the artist for. So
That's true too.
right, you're not that guy who's using it.
I'm not that guy. All right. So I wanted to tell you about a game I've been playing.
Tell me all about it.
So I know you love to give me shit about being a workaholic.
Yeah, you do it to an obscene amount.
Right. And so I'm trying to live.
Be a person again. Good for you.
So I'm
glad.
You know, I'm taking some time and trying to get back into games and stuff.
Right. Yep.
So I came across Ark.
Oh, Survival Evolved. Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, you big on it?
I'm deep in. I'm not playing PvP. I'm playing this to relax.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not trying to fucking win.
Right.
I'm just like, all right, I'm dropped in a world.
Sure.
Right? I get to build. I can tame my creatures and level up, right? And
that's your whole thing.
Right.
That's all you want.
That's all I want to do. And if I can beat the story missions and stuff, that's fine.
Right.
But I'm not trying to do PvP. I know a lot of people love it for the PvP element and stuff, and like that's
Really?
cool. I get it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's got a huge PvP scene.
I wouldn't know. I have no involvement in Ark.
Yeah, I'm telling you about it.
Okay.
So,
tell me about it.
I am amazed at the size of the game.
Yeah, big.
So the map is relatively large, and there's 9 different maps.
Oh.
The amount of creatures on the maps, insane. Like, let me give you an example, right? I'm getting into, like, the meat of it now.
Oh,
right?
okay.
My character's pretty leveled up and shit. Like, I can build the cool stuff. Come to find out, there's a whole underwater... Like, you can... If you get the scuba gear, you can just... Yeah, there's underwater shit.
Oh, wow.
And it's just a whole thing.
Little underwater kingdom, huh?
Just everywhere on the map where there's ocean.
Huh.
It's insane. Like, it's 160 gig download.
Yeah, it's massive. You wanted me to download it.
I think we could have so much fun on it.
And I saw the size of it, and I said, no.
No, you got to bring your computer over here.
Right. Because, look, I'm on some rural internet. I had the Series X, and I decided I didn't want to uninstall at least 30% of my games to get that done.
It's fun, though. I'm really enjoying it. The only critiques I have are it would be nice if there were more variations for the building and stuff.
Right.
There's a bit, but it would be nice if you could kind of, get into the meat of that a bit more.
Right.
But it's fun. I'm having a blast, dude. I'm riding around on a T-Rex fucking...
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's great.
I want to ride a T-Rex.
And so I came to this conclusion. It's basically adult Pokemon.
Oh, yeah?
That's how I'm playing it.
How so? I've never played.
Yeah,
so
I'm traveling across the land.
Searching far and wide?
Yes.
Is to catch them your real test?
I don't know, because I haven't beaten the main mission yet.
Train them your cause?
Yeah,
maybe?
maybe. So I'm taming all these different creatures and shit, right?
Yep.
And then they bring it a step further, and they have these things called cryopods, which are these little balls that you hold in your hand.
Yeah.
That you throw at your dinosaurs.
Wow, what a unique new idea.
And they go in the ball.
Yeah, that's new.
Right. So it's Pokemon. But it's, you can kill, you're killing the other dinosaurs instead of...
But you can kill and eat the other Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
And you can eat your own body.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
And there's a lot of pooping. Like, it's just got... It's absurd.
That's a strange game. I don't know about that.
Oh, I love it.
I'm glad that I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you're stepping away from the working 24/7 thing that you've been doing, because it's insane.
Right.
Yeah, it makes you more of a human.
Yeah, we lost internet for 15 hours. That's the longest since I've been here that we haven't had internet.
That's a significant time.
Cut a fiber, basically it flipped and hit a fiber wire.
I see.
So we were out. I had to use my hotspot to have any just to get the orders filled.
Okay.
And then I felt like an old timey Western. I was like, I don't know what to fucking do with myself.
What's happening?
None of the
here?
time. Can't stream
totally
any
different
movies.
deal. I'm sorry that you were so
It was a
traumatized by
hardship.
that. Yeah.
It was really a hardship.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a really difficult time. I'm so
I
sorry
cried
for
a
your
single
first
tear, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Rolled down your cheek.
yeah, pretty brutal. All right, I got one more for you.
All right, one more.
And then we'll call it. This is a good. Were you aware that they tried to revive G4?
G4. No, I wasn't. And hold on.
All right.
God, what a fucking nostalgic thing. G4.
Yeah. Tell me you didn't
That
love
hits me.
G4.
That's that early 2000s
Yeah.
prime.
There was,
God
dude,
damn.
that was such a, they made like very raunchy jokes and like
Yup.
shit was just fun.
It was.
It wasn't mean. It wasn't like bigoted or at anybody's expense, really.
Sure.
It was just fun. And they weren't afraid to go over, say shit that you can't normally say.
God, what was that game, that show? They reviewed games. I can't even remember.
Attack of the show, right?
Attack the Show, was that it?
I think so.
Oh, my God.
It had Morgan Webb and Olivia
That is
Munn
Olivia
and Kevin.
Munn. Oh, my
what's his
God.
face? Yeah.
Bringing me back.
Yeah. I loved G. It was just fun. It was goofy.
was.
Like, it wasn't.
That was peak television. Oh, I loved
you know what
it.
it was? It was like, oh, well, the adults won't watch this because it's too raunchy for them.
Right.
Right. And
It was
they
aimed at our generation.
right, and they talked about games, and it was just something that we don't really have today.
No. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't know that it needs a space to exist. Because unfortunately, shows rating video games and everything, people get their news online.
Well, right.
It's all
right.
online
So
now.
that's the thing, is that it doesn't really, with the way that, we've kind of evolved as a society, there's really not a place for it anymore.
Right.
But just remembering it and what it kind of, helped bring about.
Sure.
When they announced that they were bringing G4 back, I said, great. Mm-hmm. Give it a shot. I hope you can do it. It did not go well.
I mean, unfortunately, that's about what I would expect. So what was this like this last year or?
This happened in 2001. So it's 2 years ago they tried to launch it.
2021.
2021.
Yeah, not 2001.
No.
That would be the original G4.
No, G4 was probably like 2005.
Yeah, you're right.
But it happened in 2021.
Sure.
And basically what happened was, a big old media company by the name of Comcast.
Oh, Comcast, our favorite.
They bought it,
Yeah.
and they were like, we're going to revive this.
Yeah.
Cool. So they brought back Kevin Pereira. Mm-hmm. Cool. Great.
Sure.
They brought back Adam Sessler.
Okay, I like him.
You did.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Adam had a bit of a journey through the last...
No, what happened?
I don't know. He's gotten weird.
He got weird.
Yeah.
You know I'm going to have to look into this later.
Yeah. So, they brought him back.
That's really sad.
And then, the new, day-to-day host, they brought on some people that weren't, whatever.
Right,
And
sure.
then
Sure, some new blood.
Indiana Frosk Black.
What?
That's, they go by the handle Frosk.
Okay.
And their claim to fame, at least from what I can understand, is basically just kind of, trying to stir controversy over,
Oh, good.
like, for example,
Okay.
she came at Henry Cavill
Right.
after he left The Witcher.
Yeah.
Because, no. She went into his past and was like, well, you dated a 19-year-old when you were 30. Now, here's the
A
thing.
little weird, yes,
It
but
is-
I don't know if it's related.
Well, so here's the thing. It is weird,
Right.
but it's legal.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And it doesn't define whether he's what it has no bearing on anything.
Right. That's what I mean. It's totally irrelevant
Right.
to the
But it's
situation.
just like that's the type of shit that they would do. Is like
Okay.
bring up shit like that
Okay.
to discredit, say a
People's complaints.
Right. Anybody, a Henry Cavill.
Character attacks to discredit.
Right. Like
yeah.
a
All
huge,
right.
like very big
I see what you're saying.
if you don't like certain shit, it's your fault, not the
Oh, yeah. No one's allowed to dislike things because if you do, you're X, Y, and Z rather than that property being
right.
bad.
Like, oh, you're not excited about the new Velma? That's because you're racist.
Damn.
Yeah. I just wanted you to know.
Okay. Well, I guess I have to watch it now.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay.
So anyway, it had the lowest viewership. Like, so that was kind of the vibe that was going into it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Not an exciting way to have it be. God, I'm struggling with this mic today.
Yeah, I know. I ripped mine out of the...
Yeah, I know. At least I'm not struggling that hard.
So it came to a head, right? Where they were all sitting down or whatever, doing their show, and Frosk goes, I want to talk about sexism in gaming.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Goes right into it, right? And the other two, like, people are clapping. Adam Sessler's clapping, and, like...
They're excited.
But there's one dude who you can kind of see, it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he knows what's coming.
Right. He just knows, like, he's like, don't do this.
No, this is not what you talk about.
This is not what G4 is.
Right. This is not going to get us a lot of positive attention.
They basically went out and attacked the audience, the 1,000 people that watched, because that's it. They had 1,000 concurrent watchers.
Oh, wow. So it never was doing well.
It was the lowest cable channel on at the time.
Okay.
And basically they said, the reason why we have the lowest ratings is because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Oh. Well, to be fair, Olivia Munn was fairly bangable.
Oh, yeah. And went on this whole rant about how...
I guess that aside is done.
about how they, they don't, like... There's a team of reviewers. Like, they basically outed themselves and said that they're not even doing the reviews. Like,
really?
It was so cringe. It was such a disaster, right?
That's really sad.
Immediately after it happened, half the staff got laid off.
Oh, shit.
Not Frosk.
Not Frosk, though.
So Frosk caused this, right? And Frosk's their reaction was to post on Twitter, I survived, let's play some games.
What an asshole.
Then they got fired and they shut the studio down.
What an asshole.
But can you believe...
You were so irresponsible with the platform that you were given.
Right.
That you got, maybe dozens of people laid off from their jobs?
It was like 50 or 60.
Really?
Yeah.
You got that many people laid off from their jobs because of what you said, and you have to make a snide tweet of, I survived.
Have you ever seen the Key and Peele bit where they're in the office?
That's not too descriptive, but
I'm
maybe.
Gonna keep going.
Okay.
And Peele is, typing or whatever, and Key is this very, animated character and making all this noise and clacking and snapping his gum and shit. And then at the end of the bit, right? Mm-hmm. He has this moment of clarity and he goes, oh, you don't hate me because I'm gay. You hate me because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
You seen that one?
No.
Okay.
But I can...
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
That's pretty much the gist of it, right?
Right. That's who this person is.
Right. And
people don't hate you because of who or what you are. It's because you're an asshole.
See, that's what's happening. Is
right.
that a lot of these people have gotten into places of power.
Right.
That don't belong there.
Right.
And everything is suffering because of it.
Right, wrapping it back into our theme of the day that all these assholes are, in a way, getting their comeuppance, including, I guess, that person.
Right. But
now that they're laid off.
The thing of it is like, look at the media, right? Like, nobody likes Willow.
No.
It's tanking.
Damn.
They're blaming the audience.
Yeah, it's our fault.
Right. It's not because...
Well, not mine. I haven't seen it, but...
Right, but it's not because of diversity or... the fact that there's a lesbian relationship in it. Nobody fucking cares about that. It's because you're assassinating the characters of the universe.
Right. It's because you just don't respect the property that you are using.
But the fight is always the same, right?
Sure.
So it's just nice to be able to see these bullshit artists get their comeuppance.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a backlash going on, which is nice. It is good. I'm happy to see it.
What is it, Schadenfreude?
Schadenfreude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of that. A little bit.
Touch.
Little French kiss.
All right. Putting my mouth on this.
Yeah.
Nope, Jim doesn't.
Yeah, he licks it.
Oh, well.
Yeah. You guys have basically kissed now. We're very inclusive.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's put this one to bed.
Yeah. On that note.
Pretty deep episode today.
Yeah, we touched on,
you got
all the deep lore of the internet
some
and
stuff.
all that.
There's some things that happen on the internet.
Look, I'm not going to... Yeah.
What do you got going on?
I'm cooking a few things. I know I've been cooking things for, like, most of this time, but, I'm pivoting to new projects because a little creative block on my end, but...
All right, so
I won't go too deep on it.
Soon.
You'll hear about it. Well, maybe not soon, but when it's ready. It's ready, you'll hear about it. Yeah. You expect something from me in 7 to 8 years.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's episode 35 of The Corner. CatalystCrafting.com is the main site. Catalyst Creations NH is the Etsy store. Crossed over, about to hit 850 sales.
Yep.
So
we didn't hit 1,000.
Right, so
no OnlyFans.
No OnlyFans.
Not for now.
No, we'll have to think of a new kind of like
a new
benchmark.
measure. Yeah, and if you hit it by next year, he's going to post full nude.
Well, we'll start with feet pics.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll go from there.
I'll talk them up for you.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you happy that Andrew Tate has got locked up?
Yeah.
Do you think Logan Paul and company are a bunch of scumbag scammers?
Yeah. What's your opinion on the old AI art? Unethical? Does there need to be limitations? What do you think?
Do you play Ark? Do you want to get on the server?
Is it just Pokemon for adults?
It is. And were you one of the 1,000 people that watched G4?
Yeah. Let us know.
All right, crew. We'll catch you on the next one.